It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Atlanta Falcons. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The drive will start with an option going left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up a third down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Give them 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 27. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And some room to work. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. That is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Out to his left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Rolling to his right. He's got Smith here. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Here's Austin. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Now, you know in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
It's brought in by Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 88 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. The Falcons at 4-8 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's Pickett. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick, and the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now here's another carry for Harris, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They hand this off to Harris. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Boswell's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Harris, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Finds Pickens outright. Touchdown! George Pickens, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw. It's Miller, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Another completion right back to Patterson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Pickett will look to throw it here. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo now for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammate's going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, It's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. This is caught inside the 15. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Pickett. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Back to throw, Pickett. And that will be incomplete. With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit. Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. And let's get the ball back for us. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Starting the drive with Algier. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Ritter's pass complete to Pitts. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. On the give, this is Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And some room to maneuver. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run again with Harris. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Miles Jack with a big-time hustle play there as he backs the offense up.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth. 31 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point put through by Boswell. And this is back to an 8-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Algier. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Looking to throw here. Pickett. He's got Pickens complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Pickett to throw. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got this to Pickens. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now Pickett. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Across the formation, he hits Austin. And now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Let's go now.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta